for task 4. So good to see that you have completed the first task. Second task, showing the direct flights based on from city. Third task, we will be, it is a continuation of second task. We are just sorting based on 2 city of the previous task. Any doubt so far till task 3? Shall we go to task 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
So in task 4, given the name of source and destination, we have to provide both source and destination. Analyze the available route information and confirm if the 2 cities are connected by air routes or not. If the 2 cities are connected by air, show the corresponding route information. Note that there may be a direct routes available as well through the connection through intermediate cities also. So for example, if I provide from city as Delhi and to city as London, first you need to list out the direct routes. So from 24 records, you want to search for from city matching with, assume like I gave Delhi and I gave 2 as London. So yeah, we have 1 flight which is from Delhi to London. Next, list the route that have intermediate connection. For example, in order to travel Delhi to London, we have 1 intermediate flight. Apart from that, we have 2 from direct flight and 2 intermediate flight. So one is from Delhi to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to London. The other one is Delhi to Mumbai, Mumbai to London. Anyway, we are starting from Delhi and we are landing up in London. The third case might be, I provided Delhi and I am searching for the flight to some other place, Pune. There is no flight available between Delhi to Pune as per the given data. Then there should be a message. For example, if I provide London to Sydney, there is 1 direct flight and there is connection air route also. London to San Francisco, San Francisco to Sydney. So go ahead with the method, show all connection. So yeah, they made us a string. I want you to do it with root class. So you will be providing 3 parameters. The first parameter is that complete OPG, where it is holding all 24 records. Second parameter is from city. Third parameter is to city. I want all of you to complete direct flight now and display the direct flight. Then think about intermediate flight. I'll give a hint alone, just give a try. If required, we will have a detailed discussion after some time. So this is my complete record, 24 air routes available. So out of 24 air routes, so I have provided that, let's assume what else I can give? Mumbai to London, Mumbai
Tokyo.
to Bangalore,
Delhi to Singapore.
London, Bangalore, Frankfurt. London, Bangalore, Frankfurt. So I'll give Mumbai and I'll give London. Shall we give a try? So I want all of you to try and display the output for direct flights. So you will be comparing both from city and to city. So compare from city with the list and operator. Both should match. Compare to city. So it will be comparing Mumbai with all the from city. So 3 matches. Out of 3, we are again matching with London. So 1 matches. So I'll be getting the output. So Mumbai, London, its distance, timing, and amount. So also step 2, intermediate flight. You can do this with various ways. Think about it. So initially, step 1. So you need to retrieve. There were lots of ways. So step 1, you take all the flights available based on from city. So if I provide Mumbai and London, step 1, try to get all the cities from Mumbai, all the flight details from Mumbai. So then you take 2. So all the details which you are getting, the result which you are getting based on the comparison of from city, you take its corresponding 2. So then you take the respective 2 flights available. So this is London, and there is no, Bangalore, we have 1. In Frankfurt, we have 3. So all the 2 will be from. So there were 3 flights from Mumbai, and from Mumbai, based on the 2 cities we are reaching, we further have 6 records. In 6 records, you please compare with London. So the London is not available here. So only 1 London available is Frankfurt to London. I'll repeat again. You cannot do easily. We have so many ways. I'm just giving a hint, idea about this is one way. How to implement, let's discuss. So direct flight, you will be comparing both from and to city. Intermediate, step 1, you will be retrieving all the flights available based on from city. And whatever the result you are getting from the comparison, you take 2 alone and retrieves, make the corresponding 2 as from, and search for all the available flights. In the second result, you compare for the 2 city which you wanted to give a travel. So it matches with Frankfurt. So I want all of you to display Mumbai to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to Mumbai. Mumbai to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to London, sorry. Listen, this you can do by regular for loop swapping from and to, but it is not only 1 connection flight. Chances are there for 2 or 3 connection flights. So it would be effective when you are using recursive function for the last task to find intermediate route between source and destination. So this is my whole 24 records is my input. Mumbai, London will be the output. From there, I'm getting this. Again, you pass all the 24 record with this record where you are comparing only with London, Bangalore, Frankfurt. Again, from London, Bangalore, Frankfurt, repeat the same task until you are getting the matching record. Think about it. The best way to achieve the intermediate flight with one connecting flight, chances are there for 2 connecting flight. Is there any 2 connecting flight? Mumbai to Bangalore, Bangalore to Singapore.
Ma'am, I think Delhi to Seattle is a 2 halt flight.
I'll show you. Yeah. So not only direct connection, I mean one connection. Wait, Singapore to London, no, we'll check. Delhi to London, Delhi to Singapore, Singapore to London, Frankfurt to London,
Delhi to Seattle, ma'am. I think yes.
No.
Ma'am,
Oh,
Delhi
that
to
is
Mumbai,
possible only
Mumbai to
via,
Delhi,
okay. Delhi to where? You,
Mumbai.
so if you want,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Thanks,
That one was
thanks.
correct.
Delhi to Seattle. So we don't have direct flight. So we need to start from Delhi to
Frankfurt. Delhi to Frankfurt, then Frankfurt to San Francisco, San Francisco to Seattle.
Frankfurt to
Frankfurt to
Frankfurt to
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Again from
San Francisco to Seattle.
Francisco to
I think it's the same for Delhi to Sydney also.
possible.
Because
Yeah,
Sydney
yeah.
Sydney is appearing only once.
So if I provide Delhi and Seattle, so I don't have direct flight. It is possible via indirect flight. There should be appropriate message. There is no direct flight. We have intermediate flights below, as shown below. Think about it. Think about how can you crack. There should be a message. There is no direct flights. As per the task, you have to do both. So if you provide from Delhi and Seattle to, there is no direct flight. Intermediate file is displayed below. Any other chance? No, Seattle is less in the given data. Only possible is San Francisco. Frankfurt to New York, New York to Seattle, Delhi to Frankfurt, Delhi to, yeah, possibility, yes, yes. Two possibilities are there. Delhi to, oh my God, I missed the flow. New York. I think instead of San Francisco, we have one more also. Check once whether my data is correct or not. So Delhi to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to New York, and New York to Seattle. Think about it. Think the logic and how can you achieve. But as per the task 4, you should display both direct flight and intermediate flight. If it is not available, you need to display appropriate message. If intermediate is also not available, display appropriate message. You complete it. Those who know how to push the solution, do it. Else, I'll be giving you some steps by tomorrow afternoon. You will be creating a project and you will be pushing all your files, Java files to there.